Hello grade 4, how are you? I hope you are enjoying distance learning. So please open your student book to page 86. Well done. So today's lesson objective is we are going to learn about how to talk about sports and sports equipments and how we can compare sports. So first let's have a look at the vocabulary section. Number 1, bat, net, ice hockey and cricket. Very well. So look at activity 1, our world. What are the most popular sports in China, Russia and Australia? Listen and read. I'm gonna skip the listening part. I would like to ask you, please do practice reading because in this time the reading is really important. You can read this all paragraph and then you can answer the questions. Which is the most popular sports in your country? Look at the pictures here. As you can see, number 1, which sport is this? Yes, this is table tennis. And the next picture, number 2, what do you think? Which sports is this? Yes, this is ice hockey. And the number 3, it's a famous sport, is cricket. So after finishing these reading, take your time, read this paragraph carefully, underline the important vocabulary, and then you will be able to finish the task too. Read again and write T for table tennis, I for ice hockey, and C for cricket. 5 statements are here. You read again these paragraphs carefully and then you can write T for table, I for ice hockey and C for cricket. Listen and match. Look at the activity 3. Listen and match. I'm gonna play a CD here. You are going to listen about different sports. As you can see, A, basketball, B, ice hockey, C, football, D, karate, E, table tennis, and F, gymnastic. What do the boys think? We already learned about how to talk about something when we are going to use more than 2 syllables. The adjective which have more than 2 syllables we use most. So listen carefully and write A, B, C. The options are below to the question. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to play CD. Listen carefully. You can repeat this listening part and you can answer your questions.
3. Listen and match. Hey Jeff, look at this. I got it from the sports centre. Now we can choose a sport to do.
There are so many different sports lessons. They have basketball, table tennis, hockey and football lessons. Wait a minute, they also have swimming, diving, gymnastics and karate lessons. Oh, and cricket lessons too.
Cricket lessons? That's what I want to do.
Yes, but cricket is a little difficult.
It's difficult, but it's not as difficult as gymnastics. Gymnastics is the most difficult of all these sports.
You're right. Let's see. What about football? I like football. It's the most popular sport in the world.
It is, but I don't really like football. What about hockey?
Hockey? That's dangerous.
Yes, it is. But karate is more dangerous than hockey.
You're right. Karate is the most dangerous of all these sports. So, what are we going to do?
Hey, we both like basketball, right? I think it's the easiest sport for us and we can play every day.
That's perfect.
So have you listened to activity 3? You can repeat it again if you have any doubt. As you listen, that 2 boys were talking about sports. Now you have to answer the question by filling in the letter that corresponds to the correct sports. Look at the activity 4. Think about sports. Ask and answer questions. So look at the picture. What do you think? What they are doing? Alex and Sue, they are playing the guessing game, which was our regime in class. We used to play with our friends, but here you're gonna play with your siblings or maybe your parents. So look at the speech bubble. How you make question, which is most exciting sport? I think tennis is the most exciting sport. So exciting, hard, dangerous, popular, interesting. So you have to use these adjectives. So you are going to make question while you are using these adjectives. So then you can exchange with your siblings and your parents. Yes, please open your workbook, page number 79. Look at activity 1, read and complete. As you can see, there are some words written: sticks, bats, knee pads, net, rink, ball. We already have idea that these words belong to sports equipments. So there are some blanks. As you can see, 6 blanks are written here. So we have to read carefully. We already learnt in our student book that we learnt about 3 sports: table tennis, ice hockey and cricket. So these words belongs to that sports. So please fill in the word that corresponds to the correct sports. Now look at the activity 2, read and complete. We already learnt about how to make adjective, comparison and superlative if we have more than 2 syllables. So this is practice time. Practice makes man perfect. If you're still having some doubts, please go through the previous lesson where we already learnt about this topic. So number 1, football is dash popular than basketball at our school. In fact, it is the dash popular sports of all. So we don't need to get confused, because we know that we have to check this label. Popular, how many syllable? 3 syllable. So don't need to get confused that we are going to add er or we have to write more, because we know that if the adjective is having more than 2 syllable, we are going to write more. More popular, and the indicate that the comparison it between more than 2 things. So it is the most popular sports of all. Next, the adjective is dangerous, then boring, and then exciting. Read the sentences and please fill in the blanks with the correct adjective. Activity 3, what do you think? Complete with your ideas. As you can see, there are some sports: tennis, table tennis, football, and there is a one only picture. There is no 2 pictures. So when we have 2 pictures, that means we are going to comparison, and there is if 1 picture, that means we are going to use superlative. So what do you think? Complete with your ideas. Here, if you feel that something is exciting and something is boring, it's up to you. These activities, you already know these all sports. So please write your ideas and write the correct form of the adjective. Fill all the blanks. I'm waiting for your homework. Please do it carefully. If you have any doubt, please you can ask me through WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Till next lesson. Hi everyone. I hope you are staying healthy and all is well with you and your family. Today we are going to start unit number 9. Before I get started, I like to say special thanks to all parents who are assisting their kids at home in this quarantine time. I really appreciate the students who are sending me their homeworks and they are doing their work at home. Today the title of the unit is Get Active. Objective of this lesson to talk about sports and to talk about likes and dislikes. We'd already learned about adjectives. As you know, adjective means we use adjectives when we want to describe more about nouns. So let's have a look at the vocabulary. I'm going to play vocabulary. Listen.
Module 9. Get active. Sing a song. Vocabulary. Easy. Hard. Popular. Fun. Cycling.
Okay, as you listened, easy, hard, popular, fun, these are adjectives which we explain when we want to express our feeling about something. We use these adjectives. And cycling, this is an activity. Now look at the activity number 1. Listen and number 1 to 6. Before I play the song, I like to just look at the pictures. As you can see, the boy is doing different activities. So look at the pictures around the song. What sports the boy is doing in each picture? What do you think? Which sports the boy likes and which he dislikes? So look at A, what he is doing. Yes, well guess, he is playing tennis. B, he is swimming. C, gymnastics. D, ice skating. E, cycling. And F, playing football. Now you are going to listen to a song. While listening the song, you can number the pictures in order 1 to 6. Are you ready? Yes.
Activity 1. Listen and number 1 to 6. Then sing. Sports.
I like ice skating because it's fun, and I love playing tennis because I'm number 1. I enjoy swimming and cycling too. They're both very easy. You can do them too. I hate doing gymnastics. It's very boring. But I love playing football, especially when I'm scoring.
Well, I hope you enjoyed listening the song and you have numbered the picture as well. So look at your answers. I'm going to tell you the answer. Number A, 2. Number B, 3. C, 5. D, 1. E, 4. And F, 6. If any mistakes, you can correct your answers as well. Now look at activity number 2. As you can see in the picture, the boy is Tony and the girl name is Sue. What they are doing? Any guess? Yes, they are talking about which sports they like and dislike from the table below. And they are giving the reasons. Let's listen how they are talking about their likes and dislikes.
Activity 2. Look and say.
I like playing basketball because it's fun.
I hate playing basketball because it's hard.
So as you listen how they are describing their likes and dislikes, because they have some reason. Look at the graph. As you can see, for when we want to tell about something, how we feel about something, there are some expressions like, don't like, love, enjoy, hate. And there are some adjectives: popular, fun, easy, hard, boring, exciting. Now look at the grammar part. When we want to talk about our likes and dislikes, with the verb we use ing. For example, I like writing essays. And if someone don't like, we say I don't like writing essays. With he, we usually say present simple. He likes mowing the lawn. He doesn't like mowing the lawn. I hope you understand that we don't say I like to writing essay. With the verb, we use ing. I like writing essays. Now let's have a look at your workbook. Workbook page number 77. So as you can see, there are some activities. Read and write the sport. Activity 2, read and circle. And activity 3, follow the lines and complete the sentences. You know very well how to finish this task. I really appreciate you finish your task and send me through pictures, and even you can make video. Till that time, bye bye. See you next time in the new lesson. Hello grade 4, how are you? I hope you are doing great. Please open your student book page number 84. In previous lesson, we learned about likes and dislikes. Today we are going to covering about superlatives. So what are superlative adjectives? So let's look at a little bit more into this. Before I go to my lesson, I'd like to explain about adjectives. So today we are going to learn about superlative adjectives. We already learned about comparatives. So let's look at a little bit more into this. I just want to remind you about what a noun is. A noun is a name of a thing, place, person. And what is adjective? Yes, adjective is a word that describes more about noun or pronouns. Let's start. The rule number 1, adjective with one syllable and adjective with two syllables, ending in y. As you know, if the one syllable, we add est. And if the y is coming at the end, we are going to change into I. We will drop y and we will add iest. Rule number 2, adjective with two syllables that are not ending with y and they have more than 2 or 3 syllables. We will not change into est. We will say the most. The most. Let's have a look for some few examples. Useful, the most useful. Famous, the most famous. Exciting, the most exciting. Difficult, the most difficult. Impatient, the most impatient. As you can see that all words, they are having more than one syllable. Syllable mean the sounds of the vowels. Rule number 3, some adjectives have irregular forms. Let's have a look for these adjective forms. Good will change into the best. Bad will change into the worst. Much, many will change into the most. A little will change into the least. And far will change into the furthest. For more practice, I would refer you to the page number at the back of your book, the grammar reference, page number 115. So give yourself few minutes. So before jump into our lesson, I would advise you, please do practice. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. It takes a while to get used to it, but the practice makes man perfect. So now let's jump into our lesson. Let's have a look. So I'm going to play vocabulary for you. Are you ready?
Module 9, Smart Kids. Vocabulary. Race. Javelin. High jump. Champion.
Now look at the activity 1. Look at the presentation. As you can see that it's a sports day and children are doing different sports at school. So what sports the children are doing? As you can see the picture number 1, they are running. So they are running in a race. Next one, a high jump. And the another one is throwing the javelin. So what do you think? What is happening? It's obvious it's a sports day at the kids' school. Carlos likes sports day, but Greg doesn't, as he isn't very good at sports. While throwing the javelin, however, Greg trips over an apple core and ends up throwing it farther than all of the other boys competing. He becomes the javelin champion and is awarded a gold medal. Now I'm going to play CD. I'd like to you look at the speech bubbles and follow along as I play the CD. So you can shadow read as well. Are you ready? Now listen please.
Who's the javelin champion? Listen and read.
It's sports day at school. The children are outside doing different sports.
I love sports day.
I don't like sports day.
This is the easiest race of all. Wow! She's the best high jumper in our school.
I'm not good at the high jump. Carlos is the strongest boy in the school.
Greg is better than me.
Yeah, I'm the javelin champion.
Now I'd like to repeat after me. We are going to read few sentences which mention the superlative forms. Picture number 2. This is the easiest race of all. Yes, repeat after me. This is the easiest race of all. Picture number 3. She is the best high jumper in our school. She is the best high jumper in our school. Picture number 5. Carlos is the strongest boy in the school. Now look at the grammar part. We have already learnt about grammar rules. So just revise it and do practice. Next activity, activity number 2. Read the story again and try to match in order the children to the correct sentences. You are going to listen some question and answer. I'm going to play CD and you will listen an interview about sports, and you have to choose the correct person or sports according what you hear. So are you ready?
Activity 3. Listen and tick. 1. Who's the best high jumper?
Welcome, Tina and Brad. You are both high jumpers.
Yes.
And Tina, are you a better high jumper than Brad?
Yes, I am. She's the best high jumper in the school.
So as you listen, who is the best high jumper? Tina or Brad? Yes, well guess. Tina. The answer is Tina. Now let's continue our listening.
2. Who's the worst at throwing the javelin?
What other sports can you do, Brad?
Well, I can throw the javelin. He's the javelin champion. I can't throw the javelin far. 3.
Yes. So what's your answer? Very good. The answer is Tina. The answer is Tina, A. So number 1 and number 2, the both answers are Tina. Now let's continue our listening.
Which sport is easier for Tina?
So, Tina, which sport is easier for you? Running or the high jump?
Well, I like watching people running, but I can't run very very fast. And for me, the high jump is easier than running.
Activity 4.
Yes. So which sport is easier for Tina? Very good. The answer is high jump. Now look at the activity 4. Yeah, what do you think? What's happening here? Lucy and Sue, they are looking at the pictures of the school champions and they are playing a guessing game. She is the best high jumper. So everything is mentioned here. You can play with this game with your family. Now open your workbook page number 78. Look at the activities. Look and write. So you have to read this again and you have to fill in the blanks with the correct options. Now look at the activity number 2. As you can see, this is a sports day and kids are having different activities. So number 1 is already done for you. John is faster than Bob. As you can see, John is faster than Bob. This is comparative. But Lance is the fastest runner. So who is the winner? Lance. So here we use superlative. So rest of the sentences you have to look at the picture, click your image, do your homework and please share with me. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello grade 4, how are you? I hope you are doing great. Please open your student book to page 88. Have you opened? Well done. So what's the title of this lesson? Let's play. So it sounds like we are gonna play some game about something. Let's get into it. The objective of today's lesson to revise and consolidate vocabulary and structure learned in previous lessons. So let's have a look at the top of the page. Can you read? Repeat after me. I'm good at basketball. He's not very good at football. She's bad at cooking. So look at the expression. These are expressions when you want to say something that someone is good at doing something. Good at. So good at means that it informs someone what you excel at and are comfortable doing. Like you can say, I'm good at drawing, I'm good at swimming, I'm good at sports. So now let's have a look at the activity 1. Read and write G good, NVG not very good, or B bad about you. Then ask your friend. Look at the speech bubble, look at the picture. Who are they? They are Alex and Lucy. So guess what they are talking about? Yes, look at the speech bubbles. Are you good at basketball? No, I'm not very good at basketball. So well guess, they are asking and answering questions about the sports day they are good at, bad at, and not very good at. So look at the table below. As you can see, there are some activities: basketball, running, jumping, swimming, football, tennis, gymnastics. Please ask question. You can choose partner at home, maybe your sibling, maybe your parents. Make a partner and ask question. Take turns and play this game. Number 1, like, are you good at basketball? And write your answer. No, I'm not good at. Or you can say, I'm bad at basketball. So rest of the activities you have to choose according to your choice. So now look at the activity 2. Talk about your friend. Look at the picture of Alex. Guess what he is saying. Look at the speech bubble. Lucy is not very good at basketball. She is good at running. Yes, he is presenting his partner's answers from the previous activity. So you can play this game with your family. This is the good chance to know about each other, who is good at or who is not good at. So open your workbook to page number 80. Look at activity 1. Listen and write the names. As you can see, there are some names written. Luke, Lisa, Chris, Claire, Kristen, James, Sally. Look at this picture. As you can see, there are some kids who are having some sports activity. So you are gonna hear CD, you are gonna hear about these kids. Look at these activities, listen their name carefully and write the names according to the numbers. So are you ready?
Workbook. Let's play. Activity 1. Listen and write the names. 1.
I love the sea.
Me too.
Who's that boy playing volleyball?
That's James.
He isn't very good, is he?
James isn't very good at sports.
So here I stop my CD. I would like to explain you that what did you hear now? As you listen that Alex is talking about I love the sea and Sue is saying me too. Alex asked that who's that boy playing volleyball? Sue said that's James. So who is James? Yes. Number G, you are going to write here James. So what did he say after? He isn't very good, is he? James isn't very good at sports. So look at his face. He isn't happy playing with this sports. So we can say that James isn't very good at sports. Now I'm going to play again. Please continue, listen carefully. If you don't understand anything, you can pause the video and you can repeat it.
2.
Who's the girl that James is playing volleyball with?
That's Lisa.
She's really good.
Yes, she is. Lisa loves volleyball.
I see.
3.
I like windsurfing.
There's a boy and a girl windsurfing over there.
The blonde girl is Claire.
She's really bad at windsurfing.
Well, Claire's still learning.
4.
The boy with Claire is very good.
Yeah, Luke started windsurfing 2 years ago.
Is he teaching Claire?
Yes, he is.
5.
Do you want to go swimming?
Sure, I love swimming.
Oh, there's Kirsten.
Who's Kirsten?
The girl swimming over there.
The blonde one?
No, Kirsten has got brown hair.
6.
Who's the blonde girl?
What blonde girl?
The blonde girl swimming in front of Kirsten.
Oh, that's Sally.
Sally is very fast.
7.
Who's the boy swimming with them?
That's Chris, Kirsten's brother.
Poor Chris. He's a really bad swimmer.
Yes, he is.
Module 9. Project. Module 9.
So I hope you listen carefully. Now you are able to answer these fill in the blanks. After finishing this activity, look at the picture in activity 1 and complete. Use good at, not very bad at, or bad at. The number 1 example is already done for you. So Lisa is good at playing volleyball. So who is Lisa? The girl who is playing volleyball, number C, that girl name is Lisa. So James, who is James? Yes, James. G, the boy who is playing volleyball. Look at his face, I already explained you. Yes. So James isn't very good at playing volleyball. Luke. So I hope after finishing this activity, you will be able to write these statements the expression which we learned in today's lesson, when someone is good at something and when someone is bad at something. We use these expression good at, not very good, or we can say bad at. So look at activity 3. Write what you are good at, not very good at, or bad at. So please write these examples according to your choice. Please do use these expressions. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes man perfect. So please do your homework, finish your task, and send me your pictures. Thank you. Bye. See you in next lesson.